better. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I don't know about you, but I need a beer. It's one of those days today. I've got to have a pint. I cleaned my machine up today, my perfect drive machine. I did come down here earlier. Go there all washed up. I did come down here earlier to have a little wander about and get some glasses from the kitchen to bring down here. And I sort of stared at remember these in the old days, the beer taps and all that, the U-Flow gear and all that. I don't know if they're still going. I assume they're still going U-Flow. I've not heard a lot from them. So I'm not down that sort of thing anymore. I've not done any homebrew, or I've not done any, I've not got any beer in a bag for ages. I just keep using this. I mean, we're going down to my local pub. I've got beers in the fridge here. I've got I'm pretty in that perfect draft machine, to be fair. And I did see a little clip of someone on one of the Facebook groups. He connected his perfect draft machine to one of these tap things and had the line coming through. I came down this morning fiddling and I thought, should I do that? Oh, nah. I was thinking about putting the machine under here. Run the line from that. You can wedge the tap open apparently. Run the line up from here to here and then putting your beer through here. And I thought, what's the flipping point? You want your beer line as short as possible. You know, grief clean your line out and all that. You want your beer line as short as possible so your beer's in there. I open it up. Your beer's there, your line on this, your beer line's like that, literally from the keg to there, to the tap. That's all you want. Good enough for me. And so what have I done on the weekend? Tell you what, let me have a quick beer first. You know, one of my favourite glasses. This is down at 3 degrees. I think this is Peroni. This pours good, the old Peroni. It pours good. Or it pours well. So yeah, I've done with that. You can tell, like, look, I'm not lying, look, I was fiddling about. I was looking at the tap, I was going to connect it up. Go back in there. Fall off in my beer, that will. Oh, let's have a mouthful. Oh, that's better. Nice. Alright, let's settle down. Right, I blew fishing out. Was a bit gut. I was thinking about going fishing. It's bank holiday weekend, so you'll see this video probably when I edit it when I get in. It's Sunday. I've lost track of days. Sunday's gone pretty quick. What did I do yesterday? Nothing. I had Friday off. It was a beach day with the family, so I don't know if you saw that vlog. I did a little vlog. Took the Osmo 360 camera, my new favourite camera, with me. I'm filming, if you're interested at the moment, I'm filming on the Osmo Pocket 3. It's quicker to edit this. I literally put these files into DaVinci Resolve, do basic editing, and that's it done. With the Osmo 360. Osmo 360? Yeah, the Osmo 360 you have to put into some... you can either use the app on the phone or use the studio software that they supply for Mac and Windows. And because it's 360, you have to keyframe it, pick all your bits and pieces. So there. It's a lot more in depth. And then you export that and it takes ages. And then you put it into your other software if you want, blah, blah, blah. I thought, for what I'm doing today, just this little chit-chat down here, I was thinking of going live. But if I go live, there might only be a few people. What's that there? There might only be a few people going live with me in a little chat. And no one's mentioned it lately, so I thought I got away with it. If I go live, we'll have a little chat, and I can't get away, if you know what I mean. I repeat myself, especially on the lives. I repeat myself anyway, but especially on the lives. Because you have a little chat about something, then someone turns up 10 minutes later, go, oh, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing lately down your bar? And then you go, blah, blah, blah. Another person turns up later on, what are you doing back? So, anyway, go and sit down. Squeeze past. So I thought I'd use my Osmo 360 Pocket, and it's in tracking mode, so it should track me around here. Hello, are you tracking me or not? Right, let's get back in the old favourite place. Right, put the camera there. So I'm back down the bar. Yeah, what happened? So Friday, I had Friday off. I only work Friday mornings. I had Friday off. We hired a beach hut down the Walton-on-the-Naze. I had to drive down there. Do you know what? From out where we live, down the A12 and all that, it's the quickest run I've ever had down in my life. I don't know why. I think it's because we left a little bit later. We left about 10:15. all the traffic had gone. And also the air show's in Clacton up the road. So I imagine they've all got there early for the air show. So the road was clear, which I was well surprised about. So I went down walking on days, and the weather was not as good as we thought, which was a shame because it looked like it was going to be really nice. I didn't want it too hot, but it looked like it was going to be quite nice. On and off, I went in the water, I went in the sea. The sea was, it's a North Sea there, so I think it gets warm. It's had all year to warm up. I mean, it's surprisingly quite warm, so it's quite nice. I'll slow that down a bit. So I actually went into water. It's probably what's caused me to have this cold. So I was going to go fishing, or I said to the lads, a couple of guys I work with and a couple of friends. I was going to fish Sunday afternoon, which is today, through the night till Monday. I'm just too knackered. I've got this. I woke up. Beach hut day was Friday, all day Friday, and I could turn around and say the cold and the wind down the seafront has given me a cold, but I thought a cold was a germ, so maybe it's not. I don't really know. I ain't got Scooby to be fair, but so I blew that out again. So I know about that I'll get rid by a few people. Biddied on a Nash and baiting spoon, carp fishing baiting spoon, just a spoon. I thought I had it in the bag actually, and I wanted to win it purely because I didn't want the spoon. Well, I did want the spoon. I wanted the spoon because I wanted to get the measurements to start drawing up my own and 3D printing, because you can't buy the spoon. The Nash Bushwhacker spoon, baiting spoon, with a pole all comes in one set, 300 quid or whatever it is. But I just wanted the spoon, and I wanted the dimensions. So if anyone knows anything about that, I wanted to do a similar one. So I wanted to draw one up and print it, 3D print it. I lost that bid. I went up to 30 odd quid as well, which is enough for a second-hand epoxy spoon, I know. Plus postage was 5-6 quid. Someone outbid me by a couple of quid. I was a bit fussed. I didn't want to go mad. I didn't want to get into bidding war. I honestly thought I had it in the bag. I bidded quite a bit really. 1-2 bids, bang, that'd do, and then walked away and left it. But I suppose it's for the best, because if I'd stayed there sitting on my phone bidding, I would have got in a bidding war and it would have gone up and up and up, and I would have paid a stupid price. 30 quid for a second-hand spoon was enough. But I think I could have 3D printed a couple of them and sold them and made me money back on the first 2 sales. So if you know, if you're out there, you've got a Bushwhacker spoon for sale, or you got dimensions or something, I'd like to draw it up and do a similar one, not copy it, because that's illegal. So I don't do copying and stuff. But I was going to draw it up and 3D print it for a few people. But alas, I lost it. So I'm down the bar. It's 5:30. It's been a quiet day today. So Friday was busy. All day down the beach up. Saturday we didn't do a lot. I think Saturday was TV day. We sort of chilled out and mellowed out and kept saying we've got to do jobs, we've got to do jobs. We've done sod all. And we ended up watching Under the Bridge. I think we started watching Under the Bridge. We're getting into these box sets, or whatever they're called. We watched 2 or 3 of them. We've got another bloody 4 or 5 left to go. We've done Butterfly. We're sort of doing Butterfly at the moment with my son when he pops around, so we can't watch too many of them. Then today I've chilled out. I've done a few jobs. I come down here this morning. I'm sniffing man flu. I haven't really got done. It's one of those days. It's a bit muggy. It's a bit of a lazy day, really. And then today, I blew the fishing out. So I'm flicking around. I've done a bit of gardening for someone. Cut myself to bits. I got pricked. Always wear gloves. I came back home. I've done a bit of gardening. I came back and what was I going to say? I started watching YouTube. Just flicking through. I've sort of checking my latest video really. Miles Mode 360 video down the beach. A couple of people have inquired and messaged about the quality of it. They think the quality is pretty good. Osmo 360 owners. If you go on Facebook group, there's a few people negative. You'll get negativity. Anything that comes out on the market, you get negativity, right? I don't think the quality is too bad. It won't be as good as this camera, because this gives you like the depth of field. You got is it the depth of field? I can't remember. I don't even know what. I don't even know. But if I hold that there, for instance, this does like it's like a proper camera. This one. Look at that. I mean, look. You know what I mean? With like a 360 camera or cheaper camera, it's focusing on far and near, or should I say near and far, you know. Whereas this sort of camera, depending on that setup, I mean, this is set in auto mode, but I've got to set it. I've got this set on the mode where it's like for products and that. I mean, look, if I'm doing a product, it should focus on that and not focus on. Well, I've actually got it on tracking mode at the moment. A 360 camera is designed to film all the way around, and like I say, near and far. Right, it's got a massive depth of field. That is the word I'm looking for, the term I'm looking for, yeah. This one is a little bit different. You can set this up. I mean, I'm not even on pro mode on this, and you get a good picture of this one. Depends what you're looking for. But like I say, this has got the tracking, and I'll just literally whack this into the PC, straight into DaVinci Resolve, do a few edits, delete me crappy mumbling and rumbling and repetitive shit, and off we go. I can't remember what I was going to bloody say now. So yeah, I lost the bloody bidding on the epoxy bushwhacker baiting spoon. That's it. Right, YouTube. So I came back from gardening, sat on my laptop, watched a few YouTube videos. I'm into camper vans at the moment. I'm looking for a transport, a VW transporter. I'm looking to get a transporter to convert into like a day van. I was sort of going to get a transit. I'm a bit of a Ford boy. I've been from Essex, and my old man in the old days used to work for Fords for a little while. I'm a bit of a Ford boy, sort of with Dagenham dustbins, but they are Dagenham dustbins for a reason. That's what they call Dagenham dustbins. I've got a Cougar at the moment, which is doing okay. I've had Fords most of my life, pretty much, because of the area you come from. There's a lot about, and I was going to get a I might still end up getting a transit, but a little bit cheaper. You can convert them to like day vans or whatever, camper vans. Want to get some windows in it, use it for fishing and stuff like that. Maybe stay overnight, one night here and there in it. I was going to go mad with it. But I've got, you see these horror stories about these wet belts, and that's put me off a little bit. So I spoke to my mechanic the other day. He'd done an MOT for one of our cars out the front. And he started going on about it. And I mentioned VW. Oh, yeah, VWs. But they're so, they hold their prices. You can't find, if you look at a reasonable BMW, if you look at a VW with 14,000 pounds, anything below that, they're 15,000 plus. Quite often, because it's a commercial vehicle, quite often you've got VAT on top. But a lot of the cheaper ones, and I'm not talking cheap, but a lot of the little bit cheaper ones have got like 150, 175,000, 200,000 on the clock. I don't really want a motor that's done that already, to be fair. I don't mind getting a motor with 70, 80,000 on the clock and racking it up to 150,000 myself, you know, and get it serviced and look after it. Not that I ever do my motors. I don't really want to buy a motor that's got 170 on the clock, 150 on the clock. But the ones in my price bracket are that sort of price range and that sort of mileage. Well, anyway, whatever. It won't be probably end of this year or next year. So I'm just looking around. Anyway, I was looking around for vehicles and I was looking around at videos. You know, when you're into something at the moment. So at the moment I'm on YouTube. I'm looking at camper van conversions, vans. I'm looking at the Osmo 360 cameras. And I'm also looking at my own videos to check the quality. Up popped this guy. And I'll give him a shout out. I'll tag him below. Tell her he tagged me. It come up. I was flicking through my stats, my website, the YouTube stats, statistics, and about a week ago, he tagged me in a video. Jiva Beach Resort, or he calls it Jiva. I call it Jiva. He says to me, I say tomato, whatever. Jiva Beach Resort in Turkey, one of my favourite holidays of all time. I went there a few years back now, quite just out of COVID, and we got it at a really good price. Went up getting a swim up pool, bloody good price. After COVID, it's shot up in price. Everyone seems to be going there now, but it's got more and more expensive. And he's tagged me, and he's gone down from the hotel down to Chalice. It's spelled C-A Chalice, but they call it they pronounce it Chalice apparently. And they actually mentioned me in the video, which was nice of him. So hi to Tooth Talks Travel, I think. And he went down the shops, and he mentioned a couple of shops. And apparently, a couple of shops said hello to me. So hello to those shops if you're watching. Google Fashion, Handbag Shop, and Trendy Chalice, whatever they're called. So hi to them. And then also, I watched his video, bits and bobs, flicking around his video, because it was the good old days. They'd done all the road up outside the hotel now. It was all, I remember going there years ago when I went to Turkey. And naively, I've never been to it before in my life, and I thought, you know, unmade roads, no cash machines, blah, blah, blah. I know it's stupid, but when I got there, I'm like, wow, we've got this minibus transfer. Didn't pay extra, it's a standard transfer. It's like a large bus. 8 of us on it, 8, 10 people on it or something. They'd all been a driver before, apparently. It was all going on holiday, and we had LED lights, USB charge for your phones on this vehicle. Couldn't believe it. And all the roads were like block paved. They looked like nuts. Apparently, just block paving it. He was there, this guy, the other day. Truth Talks Travel. Him and his missus were there the other week. I think he said November. Or was he going back in November? No, I think he was there this year. Anyway, it's all been block paved out there now because you couldn't get a cab up and down the road. He was sort of saying. Flicking through his videos, I looked at another video. I thought, cheeky bugger. He's done like, he had this, not a bad thumbnail actually. He had a thumbnail about doing like a bar crawl and drive. I thought, you cheeky bugger, he's copying me. I said, Jill, look at this cheeky bugger. He's copying me. Give the guy his due. He did give me a bit of a shout out, and he mentioned me throughout the video, well, actually at the beginning of the video. He said, I'm doing a bit of a Johnny Boy rip off. I'm ripping off John's video. He's doing a bar crawl, pub crawl, round the Driver Beach Resort. He wimped out. He didn't do the BMWs. BMW Brandy Malibu Whiskey. Is that right? Brandy Malibu Whiskey? Is it Brandy Malibu Whiskey? Bailey's. I say it ain't Brandy. Bailey's Malibu Whiskey. BMW Bailey's. I was just looking at my drinks up there because I remember I bought it in for a couple of parties. BMW Bailey's Malibu Whiskey. He wimped out. He didn't do the BMWs. Give me his due. He did do about 8 or 9 bars. And there's a couple of bars there. I think he found that I didn't. He did the restaurant bar, which I didn't really include. I must admit, by the time I got around the bars myself, if you watch my video, I'll put a link up there, a link below. When I did my one, I didn't bother doing the restaurant. I was heading back to the room by then because we was going out for the evening. It was like a lunchtime pub crawl. It was a bit naughty actually. I got a bit carried away, to be fair. And he started from the wrong place. I think you got to start down the beach. You got to start from the bottom, work your way up and round the block and back. Because he had a swim up pool, and he started. I suppose if he's had a swim up pool further up by the Lucker Lounge, or Looker Lounge, he called it. I called it Lucker Lounge, but he started in the Lucker Lounge. To me, that's midway. I started from the beach up. I think the bar, the Lagoon Bar, I think was closed because it was lunchtime. It don't open till the evening, so we'd done the beach bar, past the Lagoon Bar, to the pool bar, over the bridge to the Lucker Bar, and round and back there. I think I only done 4 or 5 bars. That's enough for me. But those BMWs kicked in. I think I went on the BMWs at the second bar. If you're into YouTube stuff, you're doing videos, by all means, let's see the challenge. The challenge is on. By all means, do the little bar crawl. See if you can handle it. I don't condone drinking excessively. Although I'm sitting down my shed now, which is converted into a little bar. I don't condone drinking excessively. I don't condone showing off and drinking to excess, right? Okay, it's alcohol. Drinking is an alcohol. It's a drug. Okay, so just on that note, cheers. Know your limits, right? I don't know my limits, but that's down to me. I'm an adult. I do what I want. On that note, I'm gonna have a top up. But shout out to Tooth Does Travel, I think it was, and he mentioned someone else in one of his videos. Dave's Food or something, and I've seen a couple of his videos before. Actually, I've watched his videos in Turkey when he goes to different places eating roast dinners and that. So shout out to him as well. So Tooth Does Travel, I think it is, or something like that. Yeah, not a bad couple. It seemed like a nice enough couple. On their own, didn't look like they had anyone with them. So yeah, I miss that driver, or Jiva driver. I do miss it. It brought back memories. I must admit, when he went there, he was right what you're saying. My video is a few years old now. Because that was just outside COVID, that's why we got it quite cheap. But when he went, obviously he's paying a bit more than me. The beach bar looked really nice. A bit of a breeze, I noticed. It was a bit breezy when we was there, but a bit of a breeze. But the bar looked much better. It looks like they've been right done up on the beach there now. And I didn't realise they've done it something new by looks fit. I think he said from 10 till 6. If you've got a swim up, they've got a bar waiter or waitress service. So apparently you get an app or whatever, you can zap the old QR code or go on the app and you can order. What I gather, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Please leave a message below if I'm wrong. From what I gather, you can order drinks to your swim up pool from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. If you got to swim up pool, you can order drinks, and I'll bring you drinks along. Wow, that is that is faithful. I'll actually put a comment in there. Do you know what? I'd love to go back next year and treat Jill, just me and her, and have a little quiet. I'd love to go take family members there, actually, because I'd love to book that whole row where we were, the whole row. If I had the money, if I won the lottery, I'd book the whole frigging row, all family. Have it for a whole week. It's such a nice place. You imagine all, but it's great if you get neighbours, because it's a little bit at first when you get there. You think, oh, it's a bit open plan, because you've got your room, you've got this swim up pool. It's not a private pool. It's like you all join together. And some people moan that you're stepping over each other to get past the. You're going to go out your room, down the corridor, and back to the bar, or whatever bar you want to get your drinks. But obviously, I do this service now, that's better. But I met this lovely couple. I can't remember his name, Leslie something. And they was on their honeymoon. No, they were getting married. They were not on their honeymoon. I think he proposed to down the beach on his, not that beach, another beach, Blue something, along the river coast, along the coast. I had a bad toe. I didn't realise at the time it turned out to be gout or something on my toe, and my toe was killing me, and I didn't know what it was. So I was just drinking. This young lady next to me, Northern Ireland couple, a couple from Northern Ireland, Latimer. I'm friends with them both on Facebook, actually, and Instagram. I think they got married now, actually. Leslie and Latimer, whatever. I think what Leslie Latimer. Anyway, I can't remember the guy's name. He was good as gold, tall. He could drink. But John, can I do an Irish accent? I'm allowed to do an Irish accent. John, would you like a drink? Would you like a drink? Actually, it wasn't a thick accent like that. They were a lovely couple. So I think it's the second or third day we got to know them, because you have to. You're speaking next to them, and you sit next to them, have a little chit chat, you know. And we were sitting next to them on the pool bar, because you've got your little decking bit, like your patio area, and you're sort of virtually next to each other. So you either sort of get on or you don't get on. You're better off getting on. A bit like a pool where you're a bit squashed in, but you know, there's no big wall up there. It's not a problem. I was limping like fuck. If you watch my video, you see I was wobbling and limping. And he said to me, John, do you want me to get you a drink? I said, are you sure? He ran from our room, from not his room, next door to us, along the patio area, over the bridge, down to the beach bar, and he was back with beers and drinks for us both within 5 minutes, because there's no one at the bar. It's like a free bar, and he was as good as gold, this bloke. He might as well have been my bleeding waiter. Actually, I blame him for me getting too drunk. It's his fault. Right, let's just go and get it. This camera should follow me around here. I'll get another little top up. Yeah, so if you ever want a holiday, I must admit, I've been to some nice holidays. If you watch my video, please like and subscribe, by the way. Get that settled down. Please like and subscribe and check out my holiday videos. My holiday videos get quite a few views. And I must admit, Java Beach Resort or Jiva Beach Resort, also it's probably one of the better ones we've been to. It's a nice place. It's a big, you got the beach there. If you watch my videos, it's just like in a big, it's sort of like cut off from anywhere else. It's a big rectangle, and it's just like you're all in a rectangle, semicircle type thing. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. And I was watching this couple sitting there, and I'm thinking, I know I've been I pretty much go all inclusive most of the time. And he's sitting there chilling out having a beer, having a couple of drinks, and it's just free. It's just like this, but because it's free, there's no one's running out and pushing and shoving. It's not like everyone goes mad there. It's not like one of these places. A couple of places I go to in Mallorca, and it goes a bit loopy, especially in the summer period. You've got families there. You've got families there with gangs of people partying, and they're going mad. They're going loopy. There's not many there. I don't remember, because it's a bit of an expense, not expensive, but it's a little bit more. I like things more upmarket. The honeymooning type people. Yeah, nice. I did like it there. And when I watched these guys' videos, it brought back lovely memories. Lovely memories of that place. Really nice. I'd love to go back. Having said all that, have I mentioned Jill and I are going back to Turkey this year, 2025, in October. It was Jill's birthday this year, and I booked this holiday for her and treated her, because I wanted the holiday near her birthday, which was a couple of months back. But it's prime summertime. It was quite a few quid. It was upgraded this room to, I think it's in Marmaris, and I upgraded the room so it's overlooking the sea. Obviously, I like to take some photographs and do me videos as well. All selfish me. And this particular hotel, one or two of these hotels has its like own pier, like little mini pier, like jetty type thing with a restaurant on there, and a bar on the jetty. I thought that looks nice. So I thought I'll treat it to a nice special holiday. And I must admit, she was right. It was overpriced for what it was because it was in a school holidays. Now, obviously, we're our age now. Our kids all grown up. We're going on our own, just the two of us. It's in school holidays. It wasn't all inclusive, this particular place. But I thought that's not a problem because we like to eat out sometimes. So what we do now, we try and get all inclusive, but we still, like, we just getting back, changing the subject slightly. When we book holidays, Jill and I, in the old days, we used to go like non all inclusive or all inclusive. So non all inclusive, you used to spend a lot of money. Breakfast, lunch, evening meal plus drinks, that costs a lot of money every single day. Then we started going all inclusive, and I started getting the ump about it. I feel trapped. So I used to go for a little wander for a little local bar, a little beer, then a local bar, have a bit of grub out. And Jill's like, you get a bit more same-ish, same. We've always had a little wander out, then a steak restaurant, something like that. I'm like, so it's that. What we do now, we tend to go all inclusive if we can, and then we don't get anal about it. Right, we go, right, we're going to go all inclusive, but we don't have to eat in. We don't have to have breakfast, lunch, evening meal all the frigging time at the same place. So we go all inclusive. That's done. That's your holiday paid for. It's all inclusive. But we don't get anal about it. I don't get, if you have a little bit of a lane, you have a bit of a lane. If you miss breakfast, you miss breakfast. Who gives a shit? All right? There's always snacks. When they do all inclusive, they do breakfast, say from, 7 till bleeding 9:30, 10. You don't have to do that every single day. They're not forcing you to do it. It's part of your holiday. You paid for it, but they're not forcing you to do it. They do snacks most of these places all day. They do lunch, they do evening meal. You don't have to have lunch. You can miss lunch out and have an early evening meal. What Jill and I do now, depending on the location, do a holiday and who you're with, especially when we're on our own, we tend to go, have a few drinks one night, laying or not. Okay, let's have a little laying today. We'll go, one morning we'll get up for breakfast, another morning we'll say, you know what, sod it, we'll have a little laying, we'll wander down the road and have breakfast. Get out and go for a little walk. We quite often go down the road. I do like traditionally trying to get a curry. I do like to get a curry in. You get some lovely curries abroad, believe it or not. I know it's sad. And, you're in Spain, fuck the paella, just have curry. But, and we do like to go to a steakhouse, have a nice steak and treat yourself. Maybe have a little couple of beers before you go out. Have a nice steak and a couple of beers. The beer's a little bit dearer. Get it back all inclusive when you get back and watch the entertainment. We're going away again in October this year. It'll be our last holiday this year until Christmas. We're going back to Turkey. Really looking forward to it. We're flying out from Southend Airport. Cannot wait. 2025. Like I say, what happened was the one in the summer, Jill said, look, it's too expensive, Johnny boy. I know you love me to bits and you're such a really, really nice person, but it's too expensive. Let's cancel it because it was expensive. Well, let's cancel it. We booked pretty much the same, and that wasn't all inclusive. We booked pretty much the same place, 2 doors up, in the same location, the same sort of setup with swimming pools. We've paid a little bit extra for the front. We've reserved our seat. Always reserve the seats on the plane. We've paid a little bit extra for like a room overlooking the sea, and we've got like this little mini pier jetty type thing with a restaurant on it. It's all inclusive, and it was half price of the one we booked for like August, school kids holidays. But I did book the school kids holidays one. A, it was a bit of a surprise and a treat, and B, it was near her birthday, so she said, I'm not bothered. I'd rather save the poxy money, and we go in October. Normally we go away in October every single year. Mallorca is one of our favourites from Southend Airport. Land down here in the bar, happy days, and it's lovely weather. Do not be fooled. Mallorca in October, beginning of October, is t-shirt and shorts weather. Some people say, oh, you might have to wear a cardigan or jumper at night. No, I've never done it. I've never worn long trousers ever. It's been lovely. I mean, I remember we've had some lovely holidays in Mallorca before. You get some real bargains. This time round, we're going to Turkey, all inclusive. That's going to be even hotter in October. It's going to be lovely. I can't wait. Overlooking the sea. And there'll be no kids. There might be a few kids from different places. Depends which country you're from. There's always kids from somewhere. But not that I'm anti-kids. I love kids to bits. Watch my other videos. I love my kids. I love my grandkids. Cheers. That's Peroni, by the way, on Perfect Draft. Yes, I'm not going to extend the beer line. I'm going to leave it as it is, I think. I'm not going to extend it. Just, I don't want to muck about. You've got to clean the lines and all that, and you don't get much in that keg anyway. I think it's 6 or 10 pints, and you want the beer line as short as possible. That's it. That's what's the date today? Sunday, I'm losing track. I've not done a lot this weekend. Because that's Friday off, I've been bloody lazy. I'm knackered. And I can't bleed sleep, really. It's like, the pool's looking a bit sad there now. Didn't put the pump on today, the filter. I think I've mucked about the buttons, and the timer's not coming. It's not coming on every day now. It was sort of poor weather today. I'm going to check it out, see what it's like tomorrow. I think it's warmish tomorrow. Might have a pool day tomorrow. And then that'll be it. It's going to be the last weekend. I'm going to take that down. I've got to unscrew all the fittings, keep all the fittings to one side. And I'm getting rid of that pool. So that's 2 pools I'm throwing away pretty much. 2 best way pools. If anyone, well, I don't know if it's going to have one, I think. Both pools have got a tiny, tiny pinhole, which doesn't affect one I would say. This particular pool I've got now has got the square cut out for the skim, and that's the only problem. I've got to take all that off. And next year, or I bought that one in October, November, really cheap. So this end of this year, I'm looking out for a rectangular one, an Intex rectangular one. The prices just drop. Buy it, put it in the shed. I know it seems a long way off. Buy it, put it in the shed, store it for like 8-9 months. Back out. Next year on a rectangular one, up against that fence, right down from there to there. I think it'll fit in better in that little tiny garden. My grass is ruined. It's just weed and bog. Jill won't let me do it, but I really want to dig it all out and put fake grass there. If I had my way, I'd slab the whole freaking lot, to be fair. I'd have all slabs. Personally, I'd slab the lot, and I'd bring all the furniture down here onto the middle bit and have a nice little area for sitting and drinking and chatting there. I don't think I have to be stuffed up the top there. I might persuade her. I don't want the fucking grass. There's no grass. I've got no garden anyway, so it's pointless having grass. So it's got to be either slabbed or it's got to be fake grass. One or the other. Make your frigging mind up. I'd rather have just slabs and a couple of pot plants. I might persuade her. Oh, I'm doing a little bit of printing at the moment. They just come up. Task success. I sold on Etsy. I don't make any money on Etsy, really. I sold on Etsy a couple of Oasis signs, biblical. They're like car mirror things. And I've also sold a Perfect Draft beer handle to someone, black and orange. So if you've ordered one off me, black and orange, that's just finished printing. That's good. And I wanted to start printing some baking spoons, but I didn't get out of a baking spoon. I wanted to copy it, draw it up, and reprint it. But so if you got the Nash, like I said earlier, Nash baking spoon. Oh look, T-shirt, Oasis. That's Noel Gallagher with a Christmas hat. So I'm ready for Christmas already. I hope you've liked the other vlog videos I've done. I'm not sure of what content to put out at the moment. I know a lot of people. I get a lot of views of my holiday videos, but I quite doing a lot of the vlogging. My kids take the piss out of me, but it is what it is. I haven't got loads of subscribers. The reason is, and I know this, is because A, I'm a shitting boy, and B, I'm not like... The Americans call it a niche. N-I-C-H-E. It's niche. We call it niche because we invent the language at the end of the day. I haven't got a niche market. Now, if I concentrate just on pub sheds, there's not a big... To me, like I used to have, not lately, they don't pop up. If you sort of stop watching people, they don't pop up in your feed much anymore. I used to watch a couple of people that used to do these bar videos and drinking videos. They sort of jumped on the bandwagon after me. I think they're making a living out of it, I don't know. They get loads of subscribers, 40, 50,000 subscribers. Personally, I don't want to sit there, but I cannot literally drink 2 or 3 times a week, do videos about it. I mean, there's one particular bloke, I think he does these lives, and I've seen him get more and more drunk every single week. He's not going to maintain that, so if that happened to them, isn't it? But it's not what I want to do. I'm trying to lose weight, not put more weight on. You get a certain age. I do like a beer, and I like partying, and I can't drink much anymore. I can, I'll try. I go out and have a skinful, I get pissed too bleeding quick now. It's another story. But what I'm saying to you is, I haven't got a niche. My niche is Life of John, basically. I couldn't sustain... That's the plumbers. I couldn't sustain doing what I was doing a few years ago after COVID. I remember some young lad or someone said to me on YouTube, I'd done a YouTube live a few years back, what are you going to do in the future, blah, 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 blah. I was like, you know what, I don't know. Just going to wing it, which I've done all my life, really. Just fucking wing it. I'll take it by as it goes, you know. One day, I'm hoping with this YouTube channel, I'll fall into so I'll do something, I'll get a lot of views and go, oh, that's it, I'll stick with that. But at the moment, bit of beers, bit of chatting, whatever. I don't make fortunes out of this. I make a couple of pounds, but not a lot. I'm hoping to get rid of the Cougar, get a van, convert it to a day camper van. I know everyone's been in there and done it. Everyone's fucking bought one, got the t-shirt, but that might get a few views. I don't know. I like doing my vlogs. I like doing the camera stuff. See, do I want to? I know some people have 2 channels. Do I want to buy a lot of camera equipment and drones and just do that? Bomb, 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 bomb. Jump on the bandwagon and do that? Not really. It's boring. Not interested. I love me photography. Love me videography. Yeah, I've said before, the youngsters nowadays today have got so lucky with the equipment and stuff they got out there today. It's unbelievable. When we left school, when we done apprenticeships and got jobs and stuff, there's none of that about, you know. The youngsters got so much different opportunities to do now. So if you are a youngster watching this, by the way, now I'm going to get really boring now. I'm going to talk to you about, I'll probably be bored anyway. Some people will say I'm boring anyway, but I know on the news lately it's been about these exam results and that. You know, great if you've got exam results, great if you're going to go to university, but it's not all about exam results, it's not all about university. There's so many different avenues you can take if you're a youngster now. Programming, videography, technology. This, you know, you can just buy yourself a drone and set up your drone business, aerial photography, or whatever. You know, there's so many different opportunities now. When I left school, we didn't have any of that at all. It's changed so quickly over the last 20 years. When I remember getting my first, in this house, actually, get my first PC. I remember my mate had a PC, Darren had a PC years ago. I went around his and I started like hacking it and all that, mucking about. I've always like been into PCs and that. I'm pretty much self-taught with PCs, and it's like, that's why I love I've taught myself Fusion 360 lately in the last couple of months, and I can draw my own stuff up. If someone wants sort of, you know, a case for that, or, you know, I drew that from scratch, right? There were files on the internet. It took me fucking ages, but there were files on the internet for this. But I wanted to draw my own up, right, and redesign it. And this is for, like, you know, all the little buttons. So you can see that, all the little buttons and all the little knobs and the thread, the lot. It was bloody hard. When you get your own files, you can do what you want with them. That's why I want to get that baiting spoon. You can buy, one person I found on the internet selling a baiting spoon file for £9.99. I did put it in my basket, but it's a sort of a Nash copy. It didn't look that great quality, but if it had been the original files, I want the dimensions. It didn't look great, but when they send you these files and they send you like the STL, they send you, I think it'll be a 3MF project or something. It'll be a project file. I think it won't be editable. I don't think. So for £9.99, I put it in my basket, and then, you know, I'll try to bid for that other spoon, but I've lost it. But I'm gutted, really. I want to draw my own up. If you draw your own up, and sometimes I look, I want that fitting, you can just alter it, edit it, and do what you want. I want a bit on the end of the spoon to hold me deeper and deeper pro. Or can you make it wider? Can you make it longer? Can you put that there? Can you put that? So yeah, not a problem. I'm going to alter that. If you buy a file of something, you rely on someone else. I hate doing that. I'd rather draw up a little basic file myself for like a case for that, for instance. Not that you want a case for that. I'd rather draw my own thing up, and you can edit and progress it and alter it and edit it and make it better or worse or whatever, than get someone else's file. You don't want to rely on someone else. Where am I going with this conversation? I haven't got a fucking clue. I think I was talking about, like, kids leaving school. I don't know why. So I mean, I'm on my second beer. I'm talking shit already. But I tend to talk shit anyway. I don't know what I'm going to be like another 5 years. I'll be fucked. Luckily, I was going to go live. How can someone, it doesn't matter, how can someone sit talking? I was thinking this the other day, like, this is really weird. You know when you're driving along and your mind wanders off. So I'm driving down the A12, there's no traffic. I'm driving down to Walton Lays with the family to meet up with other family members. We hired this beach hut for my, just a day out basically. It was my son's birthday, but it wasn't predominantly for that, it was for a day out. Mine started wandering, and I thought, when I started doing this channel, I found it really difficult to speak to the camera. I just find it so easy now. I can just sit in there and talk. There's a little tiny, that you can't see it. There's this pocket, the Osmo Pocket 3 by DJI. I love DJI stuff, but I've gone all out DJI. It's got lovers and haters, but I've just got rid of my GoPros. I've just gone all DJI. But the screen I'm looking at now is a tiny screen like that, and I can look at that screen like that and talk. I can just talk shite straight at the screen, not a problem. When I first started the channel a few years back, I sort of struggled. You could actually watch videos on talking to the screen, on talking to the cameras. It's weird. But I'm not being big-headed, but I am being sort of am. It's I find it quite easy talking crap actually, and I find it even easier talking crap to a screen. Anyway, I'm gonna have a little top up. I didn't do a live. The reason I didn't do a live, I said this earlier, I didn't do a live because if I did a live, I'd be here longer than I already am. I think I can just see at the screen. I think, yeah, I've been talking now for 39 bleeding minutes, right? 39. I'm going to edit this a bit and delete a bit. Right? So I've literally, this vlog, sadly, is going to be probably about 30 minutes of me talking complete enough to shite sitting. Who else can sit down a shed and talk shite to a little tiny screen like this and get away with it? That's probably why I haven't got many subscribers, to be fair. If you like the content, though, all joking aside, if you do like the content, please like, subscribe, because not everyone likes Oasis, but Oasis, I don't know why I'm talking about Oasis now. They were the bollocks. They were the absolute nuts. Now, I wasn't years and years ago a massive fan of Oasis because I'm more of an 80s boy, not a 90s boy, really. But it's just the atmosphere. The atmosphere. And Liam, I used to think Noel was the singer when they split up. I've said this before, excuse me, because I've got a man flu. I thought Noel was the top man, Liam was a tosser. Liam can sing, honestly. I've got definitely maybe in my car. He's good. He's good. He can hit some notes, that boy, I'm telling you. He's all right. It's not operatic. It's different leagues from George Michael, different, and Tom Jones, whoever, and Prince, just different. But he can sing. And Noel can write a show. Combined, 90,000 people to every single gig. Can't go wrong. Right, on that note, what's the date today? Sunday. I've got another day off tomorrow. God. Tuesday's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a fucking struggle. If you've got any questions for me about the channel, so getting back to that, I haven't got loads of subscribers because I haven't got a niche or niche. Chamfer, aluminium, whatever. Tomato, jiva. I haven't got a niche. But I like it that way because I like doing different bits and pieces. So if I did a niche, let's suppose I did a niche just holidays. So I'm just going to film all my holidays. There'll be few and far between, right? Then what? I like wandering down the pub and I'm with a few lads and some of them don't mind. I take my camera, especially that new 360 camera we've got. Sadly, I do like, I can smell dinner, smells lovely. The camera lens should follow me if I stare at it. Sadly, I do like to take my camera down the pub. Some people have actually measured me. Some people have, I don't care what you say, some people have actually measured me and said, oh, subject lost. Yes, I got it sorted on the screen, subject lost. No, you ain't lost me. Come on. Some people have actually measured me and said they like that vlog style. And that was my friend's Paul's idea. We was down at my local pub 8 months ago, having a little chit chat around the table, 4 of us, talking politics, general chit chat, bits and bobs as you do. Oh, the pumpkin's come on. That is coming on. And my mate turned around and said, you know what, it would be good if you could just film this. That 360 camera is ideal for that. When that came out in the market, because I know Insta do, and Insta do an X5, I've been doing it for years in Insta. When I did my 360 photography years ago, my proper camera, proper lens, fisheye lens. With this, you've got to drink the head. Go the head and top it back up. That's it. Cheap as you like. Right, it's not going to follow me, this camera now, which is good. It's not a bad thing. I'll turn me back on it now. Incoming. I've got some parcels to do tomorrow. Right. Is that going to follow me now? I've took this camera down the pub before. I used to take my GoPros down there. I took the Action 4 down. I was my Action 4 down the pub before. I've taken this down here before. I think as soon as the vlogs I've done, flicked it around, done some vlogs. This is good, really good at night. It's got night mode, same as me 360. That 360, great thing about that 360. I did notice I did the Clacton vlog. I did notice when it moves around, there's some wavy issues, some light issues. But to be fair to the poor old camera, it's doing a lot of work. I know the Insta X5 or something might be better. I don't, but I'm not. I'm a bit of a DJI fanboy. It's because I just like the menus. It's like everyone buys iPhones. I've just sort of gone down one route with stuff. I was fed up having all different mounts, different bits. This mic can work with the Osmo Pocket 3 I'm using now. It can work with the Action 4, the Osmo Action 4, and it can work with my DJI Osmo 360. So I've got one mic, which came with the camera I'm using now, the Pocket 3. I've got the Creator Edition. So, given their due, this mic can work with all 3 cameras, so I'm happy, which is good. But I took that Osmo 360 down the beach the other day on that 2.5 metre pole. It's brilliant. And like I say, you hold it out, it's really weird because it's filming all the way around like a globe, almost like it's almost filming a globe. Very, very clever. And it's weird because I'm looking at the screen now and I can see myself on the screen. With that, you can hold it out at this angle. You just sort of talk there, he can talk, they can talk. You're not really talking to the camera. It's a bit freaky. You can put it on like selfie mode and just use one screen, and then you can choose which sort of side you want to use because you've got 2 lenses like this. So you can look into that one, look at that one, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I like to leave it on 360. You can choose it takes a lot of editing. You have to choose your view and all that. But the great thing is, and like I said, my mate Paul Theobald, hello mate, it's your idea. He mentioned a little while ago, and the 360 camera, you could literally just sit on the tabletop. You can go to a barbecue, if everyone's okay with it, you could go to a barbecue, you could light a fire, you can just talk shit well into the night and just leave it there. And people don't really realise they're getting filmed, but as long as you say to people, look, I'm filming you, is that okay? Yeah, it's fine. And then you can just press the button, put on a little tripod, press the button. They don't really know they're being filmed because the way the lenses are situated, you can have a person sitting there, right? Let's say there's a person sitting, or let's say I'm sitting here, I have a lens there, so I think I'm not getting filmed. So you relax. You don't think you're getting filmed, so you lay back and chit chat and you just relax. Right? When I took it down the pub the other day, people didn't realise they were getting filmed. Bar staff and that. I mean, I did sort of let them know, they were okay about it. Apart from one bar, I did have a bit of a moan, I think, but I think she was only joking, I'm not sure. But you can sort of, I like it, I do like it, although the quality of this is a lot better. As I say, if I do that, you should see that a lot better. I've got a little, what's that little red mark come up there, look? I mean, the quality of this is good. I do that, there's a little red thing come up, is it subject loss or something? This is a good camera, the quality of this. My other camera, I've got a Sony ZV-10, which everyone went on about, the vlogging camera to get. I think they gave them away for free, like, you know. Everyone's buying, so I bought one, second hand, but stabilisation is crap on it. It's great for, like, I sold my lens actually. It would have been good to film the Red O's the other day, but I sold my lens, sold my longer lens. I've just got a standard kit lens with it. It's a good camera. The stabilisation is crap. I can't walk down the road with that and do vlogging. I can't walk at the pub and go around Clacton amusements with that and film people with that. You just can't. I don't care what you say. I can understand. My son said the other day, "Oh, Dad, you see that guy the other day down at our local golf club?" He sent me a link to this guy that does golf. He's on his own. He's got a buggy and he's down our local golf club, Rady Club, it's called. And there's a golfer, a young lad does golfing, but next to him in the buggy. So he's not playing golf with anyone, he's just doing his shots, trying to beat his own score, I think. But in the buggy next to him was a mate with all his camera and microphone shit and all that, which is great. If you're that level of a YouTuber, you sort of go, yeah, blah, 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 anyone local that can film me, I'll pay you, here's the camera equipment, mate, you edit it and all that shit, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not that level. We had a camera there as well, you know, a little GoPro, whatever, Osmo Action. But if you just want to, like me, muck about down the local pub or down the beach or fishing, a bit gutted this week. I might try and get out next weekend. I don't know what's happening next weekend. I might try and go overnight next weekend. and sit around the, you know, the old fishing lake cooking bacon with the lads, having a beer, watching the fishing. Take this camera, take the action camera, take any camera you want, and you've got to aim it at people. Take the Osmo 360 or the Insta 360 and just sit it there, and they don't sort of realise they're being filmed. Again, people just act a bit more natural, you know, a bit more laid back. I'm looking at my pool there. Oh, it's looking fucking low. The water's looking low. I might drain it off tomorrow. Oh, it's slowly leaked out that little. It's got a tiny pinhole. That's gone down a lot. It's not below it's the skimmer. Might be on its limit, but the other sucker thing is okay, I think. So we'll be all right, as long as it's sucking water through the pump. Because that pump will burn out otherwise. I've got to check that in a minute. Yeah. So I've been now talking shite now for nearly 50 minutes. A bit like being down a pub. I'm going to call it a day. I've got nothing more to say really. Well, I've got loads to say, but I want to check my pump. And I've 3 beers. Problem is this perfect draft, I call it PD. Perfect draft machines. Problem is, was probably drinking at home with, isn't it? Perfect draft machines. I think, you drink at home, you drink too much because you're not paying for it. Perfect draft machines. This Peroni is not as bad, but you get a bit of a head like that. So if you're down a pub, you ask for a beer, and you know, you get a bit of a head, you say, top it up, darling, or whatever, top it up, mate. And they top it up, right? But with this perfect draft machine, so you get a bit of a head. That Peroni is pretty good. One of the ones, what's the other one? Jeremy Clarkson's beer. Hawkston. I've had 2 of them now. I don't think I'll buy them again with this machine. I can't pour. I've had heads like that. I went with my mates the other month for a barbecue, and he had Hawkston. I think I gave him one as a present. Like, honestly, it's like. But having said that, the Peroni, you do get a reasonable bit of a head, but you do get a bit of a head on it like that. Even if you turn it, I know the glasses can be a bit warm. You meant to have a wet glass, cool glass, that helps out. But the problem is getting back to that. So what happens is you have a head like that. So you go, like, I've done it 3 times today now. What I'm doing this video, head like that, will hang about. So you gulp the head off, which is beer. You top it back up. So effectively, you're sort of having a pint and a beer. You're not having you're almost having a fucking curry house pint. Last week, on that last note, by the way, people, last week I went out with a few family friends. We went down a pub. I had one in here, two down in local. We had a curry house booked. It was a nice night out. Actually. Curry house booked over the road. Could do that again tomorrow, actually. Curry house booked over the road. And the old Cobras, me and my brother-in-law drink these Cobras. And the Cobras, the big ones, they're not a pint, they're more than a pint. They kick in. They do kick in. And then went back to my brother-in-law's, had a little chat. So the ladies in the room chatting, and me and my brother in the garden chatting. And he said, like, here's some money, Johnny boy, go to the road, get some beers. I said, what do you want? He loves the old Carlsbergs, but they're not the small ones, the big ones, they're the big Carlsbergs. I'll tell you what, you know you've had a few of them, because it's not a pint. You sort of drink it, you're thinking it's a pint, but it's not a pint. 2 or 3 of them, like, I'm like, I'd work next morning. Weren't good. Well, it was good, it was a good night, but please like, subscribe, people. I'm going now. I'm going to chill out and drink this beer on my own, plump out my phone and relax. I'm not sure what I've got for dinner. I fancy talk about curry. It's Sunday night, bank holiday weekend. We should be down a curry house, really. I should have put my foot down. I should have said to Jill, no dinner today, darling. I'm going to treat you. Curry house it is. Because it's Sunday tomorrow, and Sunday then you got... No, it's Monday tomorrow. But then you got work... Sunday's the night. Sunday... Really, I think in the UK, I don't know about other countries, I think in the UK, if you have a bank holiday weekend, Sunday, like the closing hours for everything, pubs and that, should be same as any other day. All this Sunday hours. Do they do Sunday closing? I'm not sure. I ain't fucking got a clue. I know my pool's low. I'm not happy, but it's on the limit. I don't know, the clock's dropped like that. That's weird. Anyway, you don't know about my pool. Love you, leave you. I'll see you again. If you want any more content, let me know what you want me to do. I'll speak to you. We've got dinner tonight. Probably watch a film at night. Butterfly. I think we're watching Butterfly box set. But we're only watching that when my son comes round. So we're getting behind with that. Ridley's really on it. I don't know. I fancy curry now. Do they have lunchtime curry houses? She was about going out for lunch. Take my camera with me. Just go down the fucking curry house, film the curry. I wonder that. See that to me, that would make a nice video. Walk to the curry house, put your camera in the table, and having a chit chat and just eat seriously and eating different curries and see it all come up. Because I like the one that sometimes I always have a madras. Always have a madras. But sometimes I go a bit special. I have one that they set lights with smokes or the sizzling thing. Looks good. Tastes like shite, looks good. And a couple of beers and a chit chat. So anyway, whatever. I'm rambling now as usual. I'll catch you later, people, before the camera overheats. Not this one does. Anyway, have a nice bank of the weekend. Cheers, people. Bye-bye.